Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Football Inc. It is your Wednesday edition midweek. We're at the hump day, and I hope you are not in the hump. Depending on where you're from, who you support, it could be a good day, it could be a bad day. There's some really interesting news out today. We've also got some new jingles for you. La-ta-ta-ta on the jingles. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy doing the things you love with those you love to do them with, as does Johnny. Please, guys, before I go any further, just ask you for the standard favors. Smash the like button if you love the show. Hopefully you will do if you like it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's free to do. Just a little subscribe button down there. Hit it. All it does is it just rubs our egos and it lets you know when we're going live. Hit the notification bell and drop the comments thick and fast. Let us know what you're up to, what your thoughts are. If you're new here, do let us know who you support and where you're from. Links for the podcasts are in the description. The podcast's actually growing really nicely now, so I really appreciate all of the kind of tertiary support in those platforms. Spotify, you can actually watch the show. Apple Pods, you can only listen to it. Unfortunately, they don't have that feature. But I hope you're all happy. Let's get going. Johnny, how are you, my man? How are you?
All good, all good. Apologies for the lateness, guys. It'll all be worth it in the end. We've been readying, or Sean's been busy, readying to spin the wheel. The wheel love. Just to announce, just quickly, Turkey turned into a bit of a farce. So we're going to drop Turkey and we're going to bring two other ones into it so that we can actually follow them properly throughout the season. We're going to have the whole section throughout the season. We're going to follow these teams and we're going to report on them. And as you see in the chat, people are giving us updates on Elche, on Leipzig, on Cremonese. Just keep it coming, guys. We're loving it. And thanks for the support. It's been absolutely incredible. We couldn't have envisaged it taking off as quickly and as well as it has. And all the fun is here because of you guys sharing in it. So what have we got? Where should we start today, Sean?
We only got one place to start, mate, really. I mean, I haven't managed to do a jingle yet for it. And I really hope that the second that I build the jingle, that their luck turns. But if I was to have one, it would be Rejected Again FC, because Newcastle United, mate, there's a double story breaking here today. And it is, if you're a Newcastle fan, I'm sure Foxy will be here, or hopefully he'll be here at some point to say hello. Let us know how he feels. And if you are a Newcastle fan, let us know how you feel. Double nightmare, mate. Newcastle nightmares up in the tune. Not only has Benjamin Sesko agreed terms and basically decided he wants United, and that one's advancing. At the same time today, just broken on Sky Sports, Alex Isak has been told to train on his own. What do we infer from that, mate? Is he being a disruptive influence around the training ground?
No, I just think it's part and parcel of how you carry on when you've got a disruptive influence. The same as Garnacho, the same as Vissa, the same as Sesko. You keep them separate from the squad. You don't want them going on, I don't know how you're staying here. I'm out of this place. You know, it can't be good. It can't be good to have them around. They're just lingering around like a bad smell. Or, you know, can you imagine Sesko going, yeah, they've offered me 250 grand a week. 250 grand. I'm only on 20. You know, none of it's good. None of it's good. So I understand it. There's a lot of talk that now that the Sesko has, as we predicted right from early doors, that Man United would win the race. No question about it. They'd find the money. It's incredible that Jim Ratcliffe has got rid of, 400 staff members, said we might have to close down. The club's in serious financial trouble. And here we are. They spent over £200 million. They're spending money like it's going out of water. So can't believe anything Jim says. But I don't think ultimately it will stop Isak leaving. There's been a lot of talk, and I think unfairly, just to say that the reason why that Sesko didn't go to Newcastle is because Eddie Howe's not a draw. I think Eddie Howe has been a good manager. It's the second time in the Champions League in the last 3 years. They've just won a trophy. I think it's more to do with Man United. Even a Man United in the state that they're in are a bigger club offering more money. Newcastle aren't going to offer 250 grand a week, and Man United can, and they have. And therefore, whatever. I mean, personally, I think the fee's crazy, but good luck. My club, have held out. RB have held out. And rightly so. I'm just worried now. Like let's not get carried away and start selling all the kitchen sink at RB. We're going to sell Simmons. I see we're into Harvey Elliott. But,
before we move into RB Leipzig, mate, just because we've got a jingle for that one, I'll bring it in a minute. Just on the story on the take you had there. For what I'll give you praise here, give you credit. I think it was yesterday or the day before we had to play. If you were a betting man, Sean, where would you say he went? And I said I thought he was going to go to Newcastle. So I lost my money, my hypothetical money on that one. And you said United.
Yeah.
And well done. Whether it's money or otherwise, and I don't think that Eddie Howe isn't a draw. I think Newcastle, the project is exciting for me. I think it's a good place. I just think that there's consequences to doing the airing your laundry in public the way that all of these rumours and links have been done, the way that Newcastle have done it. And as I said yesterday, if you are the 10th name on that list and the 9 before you have rejected you, the reality is that the 10th person is going to say, first of all, if the 9 before rejected you, why would I want to come there? And secondly, you don't really want me. You wanted the number 1 guy, number 2 guy, number 3 guy. I'm an afterthought. So, you can't really sell the pitch of we've always wanted you. We've been looking at you for a long time. You can't the pitch becomes a little bit fake, insincere if they're just they're getting out Y Scout or Transfer Market and going down the list of most valuable players in the world and figuring out which ones are possibly going to move and then putting their name in the hat. I think that Newcastle have wasted 6 weeks of this window going after players that they were never going to get.
I can't remember his name, so I'm not going to attempt to fake it because I can't remember his name. But there's a guy at Manchester United who came in with Amarin, who has been going on that he's been watching Sesko and he's been in contact with Sesko over a period of months and months. So, in my opinion, there was more genuine interest from Manchester United in Sesko than there was in Newcastle. Like you said, it looked like, well, we couldn't get him. We said this the other day, didn't we? All right, what player wants to go? Hang on. They've been rejected by Pedro. They've been rejected by Delat. They've been rejected by this one. They've been rejected by that one. Even their own striker wants to leave. Why should I go? Yeah. Whereas the pitch at Man United is, we've got crap. We want to make you our number 1. You're the guy for us. Believe in this project. And let's be honest now, whatever we think of Sesko, and, he's still a lot of work to be done with him. That front line of Sesko and Buemo, Cunha sitting deep, Bruno Fernandes is looking very, very good up front. They need some defenders, but listen, I expect them to be, a lot better this season. A lot better. Listen, I don't think he can be worse than Rasmus Højlund, who I feel a bit sorry for. Do
you not think that they're doing the same game again, mate? I had this argument with Saba this morning on a Twitter thing. 85 million, and Saba's saying, and fair play to him, it's just his take on it. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. First of all, at least they're showing ambition. Both Newcastle, I think that was the reference to Newcastle. And I would say to that, well, there's ambition and then there's delusions of grandeur. Like, you can be a 20-stone lad who's not the best looking fella and show ambition by going up to every model at the catwalk after the show. But if you actually think you're going home with one of them, then you're probably being silly unless you've got something special to offer. Which, like I say, I think that Newcastle have just done themselves a little bit of a disservice, because had they gone after more realistic options, and by the way, I think Sesko was realistic had they gone for him at the start of the window. Had they prioritised it, had they been able to pitch it as like, you're our first choice, this is what we're going to do, we're going to build the sort of team around you and Alex Isak and yada yada, all of that stuff. I just think that there's a consequence to those other things we just mentioned. But now it just looks like, no one wants to go there. Whereas had they gone and got a couple of really very good players, but in the tier 2 category, then you could be selling. Look how adventurous this project is. They've got all that money. It's a ticking time bomb. They're going to explode. Everyone wants to be there because when they go after their man, they get their guy. But instead, now it looks like someone's saying, You mentioned it about Eddie Howe. Does he not have the draw? The director of football, the absence there is killing them. All these things it's a real dampener. And the biggest problem of them all is that they've wasted 6 weeks. They have wasted 6 weeks trying to get players that they. Some of them maybe they had a fair crack at, but again, when you're competing for the best and the best actually pick up the phone, it's difficult to keep those players' attention, isn't it?
You know they enticed Dan Ashworth into Newcastle. He left. They bought Mitchell in. He's left. He left in May. He's left them in the lurch, and this is the upshot of it. If you don't have a top director of football, as Spurs found out when we had Hitchin, as you find out when Newcastle are finding out. Now they don't have anyone. But look, let's be honest, right? As Foxy quite rightly says, right? Man United, they tour the world, and wherever you go, they're Man United fans. Yeah. Go to Africa, go to Asia. The turnout is massive. They're truly, truly global. And, when you look at Brian Mbeumo, he said, look, I appreciate all the other offers, but since a kid, I used to wear a Man United shirt, okay? Sesko probably the same. We know that on Jashari, he said, my first game that I ever went to was AC Milan, and I put on a shirt. So,
100%, 100%. It's just as far as Sesko goes, just to finish off the segment, like for me, again, I see Sav in the chat. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're well. Like, this is why I just disagree with you. I know his take on it is like, who cares? 85 million quid. Like, they've spent 200 million quid on their front thing, and they have, right? And fair play to them. I just think for a guy that scored 13 goals, of which only 8 were non-penalty last season in the Bundesliga for your club, to me, I'm like 85 million euros.
Good money.
It's a lot of money. And the consequences of that, as I said in my video on Spurs Talk Show this morning, is that resettles, it reshifts the comparables in the market. If he's 85 million, what does Rodrigo suddenly become? What does Rafael Leao look like on the back of that? What are other players? And it's just one of these weird markets where there's been players that have left and gone like inter-league transfers, like João Pedro that has done it in the Premier League, that only costs 55 million, who's also young, who is proven it at this level, versus Sesko, who hasn't really proven it even in Germany. Oh. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a bag loads of. I'm not sitting here saying he's a pothole. Absolutely not in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying it's punchy, and Man United have got form overpaying for players, and he might end up being a massive dead weight in 3 or 4 years' time if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at Højlund, 77 million. You look at Xerxes, I can't remember what he costs, 35 million, 40 million. And then you look at this, it's madness, really. But I just think that Newcastle are actually making Spurs look efficient, which takes some
tough job.
It takes some doing. But look, I mean, when you look at the fact that Chelsea have signed João Pedro and Delap for just over £80 million, those two, if you're asking me, all day long, I would take those two over the others.
Yeah, 100%. I like João Pedro. I do like João Pedro. I'm not sure if like where he fits in the pecking order at Chelsea, because we've got Chelsea stories we'll come to later, but I just think that it's one of those ones where Chelsea just do what they do, don't they? That's their sort of club. But mate, you mentioned RB Leipzig, and obviously, so I thought I'd make this jingle for this particular segment of the show, because there's a few clubs that obviously all of the different spin the wheels we've done before, including the audience ones, so teams like Juve, etc. They've all got news going on. So I thought when we'd cover them all in one sort of segment of the show, if you like. And this segment, guys, is called Second Teams.
It's that time once again. It's time to check in. We're going round the world to all our second teams.
Let's talk about RB Leipzig, mate. Let's talk about RB Leipzig. So where do you your club, any news stories on the incomings? Obviously, Xavi Simons at the moment, or Xavi Simons. News was out last night from Ben Jacobs saying
no truth to Xavi. Did you call him Chubby Simons?
Chubby Simons.
Chubby.
He could do it putting on a bit of weight, that lad, if he's going to do it in the Premier League, couldn't he?
He'll probably get to London and become Chubby Simmons, with all the nightlife and everything, the distractions that are going to be there. Look, I'm not quite understanding what they're doing. They've got a Pender, who now I think there's no chance that we can let him go. We're looking at Elliott to replace Simmons. I don't think it's a bad deal. Depends what they pay for Elliott. They probably want 45-50 million pounds for Elliott. Simmons, they'll want sort of 75-80 million euros. If I was backing,
sorry, Leipzig are looking at Harvey Elliott, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
We're looking at Harvey Elliott. Look, my team needs to spend money.
Would Liverpool get as much money from Leipzig as they would selling him into the Premier League because of the homegrown status thing?
Yeah, they can get round it. You can. They'll do a deal where we'll give you 15% of the sell on, being he's 22 years of age, and they feel like there's legs for another couple of transfers in him. There's ways to get round the deal, I think. I want to know what Jurgen Klopp's doing. I mean, he's come here to make our team better at RB Leipzig, the Red Bull franchise, and he's selling all our bloody assets. I mean, I'm not quite sure what he's up to be truthful with you.
Just to be entirely clear, Robson Frankie saying, of all the teams to support in Germany, why has Johnny chosen the most disgraceful club? Johnny didn't choose RB. RB chose him via the spin the wheel. This is how it goes. You don't choose your football clubs. Your football clubs choose you. Right. That's how it works.
So let's just explain. If you're just tuning in, and if you are just tuning in, please hit the subscribe button, guys, as we charge towards 4,500 in 2.5 months. Incredible numbers. Basically, if you just got here, we play spin the wheel, and in each of the leagues, we are going to spin, and wherever that lands for Sean and myself and the chat, that's the team for the season. So throughout the season, we're going to be following the teams. So far, I've got Cremonese, Sean's got Roma, Sean's got Elche, I've got Athletic Bilbao. What's the other one we got?
In Germany, I got Hamburg on there was a controversial spin there. It was a mistake on my part. On the third go of the wheel, second go of the wheel, I ended up getting Hamburg, who, by the way, looks like Luka Vescovic might be joining on loan, so I get to follow my boy.
You're looking hot, mate. You're looking hot.
Yeah.
Right? And I've got RB Leipzig. And today, guys, we're going to be spinning the wheel twice because I'm off to Scotland for a couple of days for a wedding, so it's going to be hard for us to do it. But we're going to be doing the French League, and we felt it's only right, as we're Football Inc. and this is England, that we have a championship team. And so we will be spinning.
I'm actually looking forward to the championship team the most because it's a league that's it's a fantastic league. It's always an absolute belter, but never having, because Tottenham are such a fantastically run club by my chairman, we've never actually tasted championship level since the Premier League began. And so touch wood. So I've never actually had a team just to follow in that league. And I'm really rooting for Wrexham this year. I'm hoping that Wrexham's my club when we do the spin the wheel in a little while. Just whilst we're on the second teams, obviously there are other teams, not just the teams that Johnny and I have picked. You guys in the audience, you got Juve, you got Valencia, and you got Werder Bremen are the three teams you picked up so far. And so on that, we can obviously include those teams in the news, guys. Your boys, Juventus, it's interesting. Liverpool apparently are showing interest, according to Football Talk from a couple of hours ago. I'm surprised if this is true, but Liverpool are showing interest in Juventus's Douglas Luiz. Do you think that's a realistic sort of story there, mate?
You can never have too much quality in the middle of the park when you've got all of these tournaments to go into. And I don't think they're quoting 40 million. There's no way they're playing 40 million. 25 million pound, I think is about the right number. Juventus need the money, as we know. That will help them massively if they're going to sign Kolo Muani. If they can get rid of Vuskovic, that will also help them. They were trying to sign Jadon Sancho, but they can't even agree. This is how desperate it's got there. They can't even agree a deal 8.6 million fee plus some bonuses. If you can't afford that and you're Juventus, you really are up shit's creek. We haven't heard any more of those Inter Milan charges yet, of the 300 million of fake sponsorship. I can't believe it. In China, they had fake sponsorship. Can you believe it, Sean?
Yeah, look, I mean that story was up and down in like 5 minutes. I don't know whether the story was fake or what, but we haven't known anything more about it since. But it came out of a reputable source, so we'll bring that back to everyone's attention when the story heats up. A little bit more about Juventus, mate. Dusan Vlahovic, according to Ben Jacobs last night. He spoke about pretty much every single player in world football. He should be on this channel, I think. But he said that Tottenham were offered Dusan Vlahovic earlier on in the summer. Didn't go as far as to say whether there was much of an interest from our side. Dusan Vlahovic, one of these players that comes with a big brand, big name, hasn't yet found any takers. That in and of itself is doing a certain thing to their potential purchase of Kolo Muani. When I say a certain thing, what I really mean is...
Just when you thought your squad was getting proper, that player won't leave. They call that cock blocker.
Is he being a cock block, mate, or is he just that there's no takers for him yet? And if not, why not?
I don't get it. I mean, I thought someone would be in for him. Animal porn at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, look, I listen. I'm a big fan of his, as you well know. I just think, is he really waiting just for Juventus? Does he not see any life outside of Juventus? It's hard to believe because he was unbelievable at Eintracht Frankfurt. 95 million pound. 95 million euros, should I say? They paid PSG. Didn't really hit the ground running, did okay, didn't do fantastic. It's gone to Juventus, did very, very well. I think he scored 8 goals from the January, went to the Club World Cup, scored a couple of goals and an assist, done very, very well. I thought everyone would be piling in. He's still only 26. And the beauty about him is he can actually lead the line. He can play through the middle, Sean. So for me, I think any club that goes after him is going to benefit from his skills. Talking about Ben Jacobs, actually, look, I don't know if you saw this today. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you read it?
Players Ben Jacobs has linked Spurs tonight. Spurs 2 tonight versus players Spurs are actually interested in.
It says linked tonight Spurs are actually exactly.
Mate, that's the stories on my update from this morning. I don't think I've ever nearly run out of a sheet of paper in my life. Absolutely insane. He's talking about Van Hecke from Brighton. He's talking about Vlahovic. Talking about Brahim Diaz, Xavi Simons, Rafael Leao, El Canous, Jarell Hato. I mean, what's going on? He's just going, yeah, that'll do. And if so, I'm here for it because it gives me a video to talk about.
I mean, listen, it's like who's going to shut down the rumor? Because that's all we have at this time of the year. We fill the void. You and I are here to discuss. We get people saying, "Oh, you're all just clickbait." Well, listen, all we do is to digest, cogitate, and digest all of the news that's out there to see how much of it is valid, what is bullshit. And quite honestly, we've called quite a few of them, Sean, over the period of time. We have.
I absolutely have. I mean, I just want to quickly bring it back up just to make it about Tottenham. Before we get to Tottenham, there's a story out.
Cremonese, Sean.
I know that's exactly what I was going to come to. Sorry, because we haven't finished the second team segment yet. Our man Foxy has some sad news for you, Johnny. Some bad news for Jonny and Cremonese. Empoli, Coventry City, and USG, Union St. Gilloise, are interested in Fanny. I mean, we're all interested in Fanny. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, but...
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I thought the Fanny was mine, but it obviously looks like it's not. It's just... Fanny's got into a sore situation here, jammed in between Union Gilloise.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We've gone from bestiality to, or not bestiality, animal porn to...
Listen, Foxy, keep me updated on Fanny, please.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing your transfer of the day as well, Foxy. You're a breath of fresh air around these parts, mate. Coming up, there's a 17-year-old superstar out of Eastern Ethiopia called Mbop Ngugugug, and he's coming. He's wanted by a team in Iceland. 300,000 euros, absolute sensational value. Expecting him to play in 3 years' time.
Still only 300,000 euros. Yeah. Listen, I'll give Newcastle. Listen, let's give Newcastle a bit of good news. I feel like we're always giving them bad news, but I'm going to give them something positive. Newcastle, you're going to love this one. Newcastle are preparing an approach for AC Milan defender Malik Thiaw. Thiaw.
Yeah, he's quality.
Yeah, they definitely want a centre back. Okay, talks will follow as Thiaw is a top target for Newcastle, but it won't be easy. No signing Newcastle make it easy. What makes you think this one's going to be any easier? He's also considered a very important player by Massimo Allegri. So, you can want all you like. Are we saying really at the end of the day, Sean, that we're going to come back and I said to you that they would end up with Jackson and Visser as their two strikers? And you know what?
Yeah, probably. But they're going to pay a fortune for Jackson because Chelsea now know that they've got all the leverage in the conversation.
Correct. But you know what? Sometimes through adversity, something happens that the stars are aligned. And just when you think you're in the mud, something happens. And I just think that who knows?
I thought you were about to say breaking news from Ornstein. No, you're just talking about it.
No, I'm just saying that maybe Visser, missing out on these others, getting 140 million for Isak, and then getting Visser and what's name will end up with scoring more goals and doing more for them than.
I'm not as convinced. I'm not as convinced. If Newcastle want to play their current version of football, I'm not as convinced by Jackson. But I definitely think Visser will be value for money if they can get him for 40 million. Although at the same time, if Chelsea are going to look at Jackson and go, oh, like if you were willing to pay this much for an unproven player from Germany who comes with a big reputation, then you can pay, that much money for Nicholas Jackson. But if I'm Brentford, I'm probably doing the same thing. But I think the Visser would be great in a Newcastle shirt. I could also very much picture Openda wearing the black and white stripes as well. I think that would be an interesting one.
Listen, hang on a minute. Stop selling my players, mate. I've sold Xavi Simmons, right? I've sold Sesko. I'm not selling Openda as well, mate. I need some strikers. I need to.
Do you think just about that AC Milan story, that Malik Thiaw? Do you think, mate, AC Milan have been trying to offload that Fikio Tomori for the last couple of years?
Yeah.
Do you think that he might end up coming back to the UK? He's homegrown, and he counts as. It would count all that stuff, English tax stuff, but he's a cracking player. He just doesn't fit into the Milan system. But I think he'd be perfect. I'd take him at Tottenham, but he doesn't want to come to Tottenham. So
listen, I've always liked him. I've got to be honest with you, but he's doing a bit of a Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not leaving, and I don't blame a player who doesn't want to leave. Sometimes, I just don't. I mean, look. It's interesting. There's comments here about Visser is no good. Look, all I can say is for whatever people say about him, 19 goals last season, non-penalty goals, only one behind Mohamed Salah, suggests that he was a quality performer in the Premier League last year. He's not sexy. He's not young. I mean, I don't know what to say. Needs must. And somehow or other, Newcastle have got to come up with the goods. Already Howe is going to be going into the season,
with a very good first 11, but nothing behind it.
Well, I mean, look, they need a striker, right? They need a striker and they need a centre-back.
They need another midfielder, not to necessarily improve the first 11, but to come on when Tonali gets injured. They haven't got a second. I mean, Matt Targett left behind. He played one game last season and he's getting paid $100,000 a week. That fella, you can understand why they left him behind. Hopefully he can't get back into the country. And sorry, bro, if you can't play, we can't pay you, kind of thing.
Oh, believe I did that joke, didn't I? I did that thing. He couldn't even find the target. He couldn't even find the target. I mean, leaving him there. We should have done that with Brian Gill. Has anyone seen Brian Gill?
A couple of our players, I think. A couple of our players.
I know Brian Gill. I actually thought when he first signed, he used to have that stupid little moustache, right? They used to see like the 1960s and the 1970s. And then I saw him in hospital and I was thinking, oh, yeah, they've worked out why his game's so shit. They're going to have his moustache removed. They've worked out exactly
aerodynamics
problems.
Yeah, that's why he always falls over. He's pulling his head forward.
Get rid of that moustache and all will be good. But it made no bloody difference. He was absolutely shocking.
100%. Listen, I just want to talk a little bit about. We did talk about Xavi Simons just briefly there. It's a nice little transition as we can move into a certain other place because Ben Jacobs did say yesterday that reports of Simons being linked to, I don't know if it's Simons or Simmons. I thought it was Simmons, but I was told it's Simons. Anyway, that Tottenham are not interested. We haven't made any approach for him apparently. It's interesting because Ben Jacobs says things, right? And most people, when I reference Ben, I like Ben. I've met him. He's a lovely guy. But I got no idea whether his stories are real or
offline, Sean.
Lovely fella. No, but I don't know the credibility of his sources versus anybody else's. But he came out and said, that Rodrigo was a load of tosh. Like he didn't put in a transfer request. It's not happening. And the people that tell me stop talking about Rodrigo, it's not happening. They're also the people to the day that say things like, "Why are you listening to Ben Jacobs? He's full of shit." But if Ben Jacobs is saying it isn't happening today, just quickly, AS and Marca, who are Marca's like a proper sports outfit out of Italy, or Spain, sorry, and Cadena SCR, monster ITK, sort of overseas ITK, have all said that Tottenham have bid, not the 100 million euros, but they bid 85 million euros. So a little bit lower than what that 87 million pound story was a couple of days ago. But they have bid for Rodrigo. What do you believe, mate? Do you believe that Rodrigo has, do you believe the stories that there's no truth to it, or there's some truth to it, or is it all a little bit in the grey? Well, what do you think?
I don't believe for 1 minute Tottenham are sitting there doing nothing. I think they're more than aware of this current situation. They've got all of the kids out on loan. Lewis, who came in from the academy, and he's now the new transition boss to work out the transition between the academy and to the first team. He's not going to have much to do because he's sent them all out on loan. But the point here is he felt that they would need game time. Now, to send that many players out and looking at the squad, we are light. And I can't believe we're sitting there doing nothing, Sean. So whether it's Rodrigo...
We're definitely not doing nothing. Just because there's no outlet news. We know that Langer keeps it all close to his chest. Right?
I don't. So this is what I'm saying to you. I believe that we're somehow, somewhere, deep in darkest Lang brain, somewhere inside that head of his, there's a deal cooking. Just because we think he's having a therapeutic massage in some massage parlor in Bayern Munich, that he's probably
sounds delicious.
Yeah, he's in one of those Bavarian baths somewhere.
Nice.
I just hope he's actually working hard on the new deal. I think we're going to get a bomber, and I think it'll be one that we don't expect to get, and we'll be very happy to get, because right now you can't talk as a fan base. You cannot talk to the fan base and say you've got aspirations of winning the Champions League and the Premier League and give one player on loan and kudos. It's not believable. In fact, you're actually taking the piss. So
exactly. And that's why I just think, and also I said this in my video this morning, I just feel like we have to remember that in all likelihood, every name that we're probably linked with, knowing what we know about Johan Lang, most of his bombers that have dropped under his reign carrying have been players that no one was talking about. There was no rumours. Not Ben Jacobs, not Ornstein, nobody, until it was suddenly Ornstein, oh, by the way, Tottenham are talking to this person, and then bang, it's done. So
one we are linked with, and it's been reported by many sources, still is Marc Casado at Barcelona. It's a tricky one, this, because like most Barcelona players, if you're at Barcelona, I mean, we hear every window, Barcelona trying to get rid of a player, and the player doesn't want to go. Van Stegen, De Jong, Then there was news of Rafinha before Hansi Flick came in and turned his game around. Now we've got Casado. And then, they need the money. I mean, I don't know if you saw last night, but
yeah,
again,
they can't even register Rashford right now, can they?
Yeah, the same situation as last year. They can't even register Marcus Rashford because right now they're not meeting the financial regulations. So something's got to give. So Mark Casado, if Spurs are going to try and push for this, is maybe the more realistic of the stories that are out there, and there's lots of them. That might be one that has some validity to it. As for Rodrigo, I mean, a report here from, as you said, from Ben Jacobs, he says, have not received any bids for Rodrigo, though they are prepared to sell him. If he informs them he wants to leave, so far he has met with Xabi Alonso, but has not handed in any transfer request. I think the problem there with Rodrigo is not about the player or being unhappy per se, being at Real Madrid, more the issue that he has to deal with the massive egos of Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. And we saw what happened at PSG when you put all those egos together. It doesn't normally turn out.
Yeah, no, 100%. You need workhorses in a team. I don't care how good your 11 individuals are. If they're not pulling together in the same direction, then you have conflicts, and that sort of stuff manifests into bad energy, and bad energy never works out well. Just quickly though, so we're saying there's no. I mean, there might be a small chance, but yeah, it's very conflictual interest in sort of news outlets, whatever, that are talking about Rodrigo. The other one, mate, I want to bring back to your attention. I know what you're going to say, so I've got a video for it. But Zabani, right? So this is stories out of L'Equipe this morning, and it's saying, well, I thought this was done. I thought this was done. PSG was done, but
he said he wants to go.
Right, but apparently this morning L'Equipe is saying PSG are now incredibly pessimistic about the whole transfer for whatever reason. That Bournemouth, he wants to go to PSG. PSG want the player. I don't know why, whether it's the terms or whatever it might be. Maybe PSG, which have never really had a problem with cash in the past, maybe they're just not happy paying X amount of money or quite as much as other teams might have sort of pivoted. And L'Equipe are saying, as of this morning, it's the lowest level of optimism that Paris have had, that PSG have had regarding signing Zabani, and consequently Tottenham and Newcastle are monitoring the situation and circling with intent.
Do you not think, though? I think there is a chance that what we spoke about before, that Bournemouth have come to the realisation, look, we can't let you go, mate. I'm sorry. We've let Huijsen go. We've let Kerkez go. We can't sell 3 of our defenders, our 4 defenders in one window. It's just not possible. And they've stood their ground and they said, look, yes, the money would be great, but we can't let you go. As we say, they've replaced Trossard, Kerkez with Trossard, who's a really nippy player on the flank now. They need another centre-back. They haven't replaced him with a new centre-back signing just yet. So maybe it's turned out, Sean, that until they actually find a quality replacement, they're not going to let him go. I think that's more the case. I think we got some super chats there, Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to come to that just 1 second. Just so what we're saying, regardless of him leaving to PSG, are we still saying that there's zero chance that he comes to Tottenham? And if so, is this the right time to debut?
No chance this happens, and you want to know why. Last time I checked, baby pigs don't fly.
Yeah, because you think he comes?
I think.
When he comes to Scotland, do we even need him? I don't know.
Will fly. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the chat. I think pigs will fly, Zabani. I think if he goes anywhere, he goes to PSG. Then he goes. If he doesn't go to PSG, he goes to a Liverpool or he goes to a Newcastle before he comes to Spurs. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm afraid. Quality player. I mean, what scouting they did there. Kerkez, Huijsen, and Zabani. I mean, wow. Talking
Aaron
about
Hickey's also left them as well, don't forget. And obviously their goalkeepers, they've got a new goalkeeper, and currently they've got zero. Well, if it's Zabanya leaves, they haven't got, apart from Traffea, who hasn't kicked a minute in competitive games, they've got no one. They need to, Bournemouth, like when Tottenham are going, nobody panic! Everybody panic! Bournemouth are going, we haven't got fucking defence, Johnny. We haven't got
He's
anyone.
got no one. He got no one.
I mean, what we're doing here.
Let's do
There's only a week and a half left until the season starts. 11 days until the season starts, and Bournemouth are going.
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they're lucky they roll out a team. Poor old Iriola, huh? 1 minute he thought he was coming to be Spurs manager or he was going up. Next minute, they sold all his players beneath him.
Mate, this is the consequences of punching above your weight, being a successful undercard. If you're good on the undercard, suddenly everyone wants to eat your lunch. Let's do some super chats. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. By the way, guys, there's 580 people here. Please smash the like. Really, really important. I know it takes nothing to do it. It seems like nothing to ask, but we have to keep asking because most people don't on any channel. But it really does help the channel out. So if you appreciate the content, please hit it and hit the subscribe button as well. Dean Livesley saying, love the format, lads, as always. Appreciate you, Dean. Very cool of you, man. We try to have fun. I enjoy this channel so much. It's so much fun. Daniel Husen from deepest, darkest Peru is he's starting the super sticker train. Choo-choo. Thank you very much indeed.
It's Paddington country, isn't it?
Is that? What did you say, Johnny?
Paddington country, mate. Paddington country.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blakey's in the house as well with another super sticker. Thank you, Blake. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, buddy. Bantry Coys, good to see you, buddy. Says Igor Thiago will have a breakout season for Brentford.
Yes, I agree. And if you're doing the fantasy football, guys, Igor Thiago. Sorry, I thought Brentford. I thought you were talking about Igor Jesus. Sorry, I'm thinking of Igor Jesus. Pardon me. Good thing, Thiago. I was talking about Igor Jesus for Nottingham Forest, who came.
Thiago's Brazilian as well, though.
Yeah. Good one.
I'm going to get the. I don't know too much. He played 8 games last year. I'm looking at him right now. He's got a massive beard. You always love a beard. 191. We'll see. 6'3". Yeah, we'll see what he's up to next year. He's a bit late to be having a breakout though. 24 years old. We shall see.
Height, Sure.
What's that?
He's quite tall for his height then. 6
Quite
foot
tall for his height, exactly. Thank you very much, Bantry. Good to see you, mate. Daniel Hooser's back in again. Rodrigo solution, loan with an option.
I take it. Of course.
I think he's the sort of person that goes, I'm only leaving Real Madrid to go to an equal level platform, like a Liverpool, like maybe a Bayern or something like that. Like, do you think Bayern might still come in for someone like him? Or is it just too pricey, too punchy?
I don't think they'll. I thought they'd come in for Eze. I really did to link up back with Elise, but I'm not sure. Maybe he doesn't want to go out to Germany, and he wants to stay here. He has his foundation. He has a lot of work, a lot of charity work out here in London. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I think Rodrigo. I think it's going to be last minute. I think something will happen last minute. Well, let's see what happens. They're not desperate, Real Madrid, for the money. What's this? I think.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Appreciate you. I think Ben is sick. I think that means like awesome. Yeah. He's Australian. Sick in Australia is awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Ben, Dean. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. I like Ben Jacobs. I've met him. Like I say, I think he's a really nice guy. Super nice guy. I don't know the quality of his sources, but he's got a lot of stories anyway. And Tony Rodriguez, big up, Tone. Good to see you, mate. He says it's a bigger chance that my BL father turning, my black father turning white.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the pigs can fly. That's the pigs.
I don't know. Have you seen that new picture of Beyonce? Just out of curiosity, she's looking incredibly. Someone put a picture up on Twitter of her when she was joining whatever that girl band she was in back in the day, when she was very much a had a complexion. And then now the complexion is about 12 shades lighter. It's there's something going on there. It's either massive photoshopping or some skin bleaching or something. because they don't look like the same person. Maybe they're clones. Maybe the Illuminati was right all along about the
In
cloning.
years of skin bleaching, this is the end result, Sean.
Yeah. No, mate, you've got a tan, mate. Look at this guy. You know, I bleach from the inside out. When I have a burger and chips, I pour Beecham's all over it. You know.
Should we go to? Should we pop up? Have you got any more super chats before I go to?
No, we're good. We're good, Connor. We have been cancelled long before today, mate. I wouldn't worry about that, bro.
Okay,
I wear that badge with honour.
Let's move on to Marseille. Nothing controversial ever happens down there. I can't believe they signed Adebayor, didn't they? Adebayor, 37 years of age, quite incredible.
Yeah.
Tim Weah has finally arrived in Marseille
to
finalise his transfer after an agreement was struck with Juventus. Sean and I mentioned this the other day. Tim Weah was going nowhere. Then there was rumours of Kolo Muani maybe going to the Premier League, and all of a sudden Juventus managed to do a deal to try and get some money in to enable them to try and get that deal over the line. Tim Weah, good player, will do well for Marseille. And the other one,
Johnny, can you hold the fort for 30 seconds?
Yeah, of course I can.
Wasn't my door. Sorry, mate.
The other one is Eden Zagova has already opened the doors to joining Marseille. Talks with his agents have started and expected there will be no issues on personal terms. Marseille are looking to do the deal if the conditions with Lille is okay. So that's the French deal. Let's go on to Manchester United. I mean, obviously we've done the Sesko deal, which looks like it's edging closer due, according to most people. Rasmus Højlund, the question here is, can they force Rasmus Højlund out the club? There was rumours originally that he was potentially going to go back to Atlanta if they sold Lookman to Inter Milan, but that's not looking very feasible. Then there was rumours that Højlund would potentially go to RB Leipzig. So not sure what's going to happen with that, though, but they're desperately trying to get the players out of the club. Now that Manchester United have looked like they've secured Sesko, that means Ollie Watkins is not going to be of interest to them. So does Ollie Watkins then become a target for Newcastle United? I'm not sure, because they want to move him on. If anyone wants to buy Ollie Watkins, they're looking for 40 to 50 million pounds. What is he, 30 years of age now? Ollie Watkins?
Who, Ollie Watkins?
Yeah, I think he's 30. I think that's too much money still for 50 million pounds. I definitely think so.
29 years old.
29. He must be 30 soon, though, no?
December.
Oh, okay. All right.
If this is 50 million.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right.
And he'll be homegrown.
But Man United, although they're trying to get rid of certain players that they can't get rid of, there's been a lot of interest from Premier League clubs in Harry Maguire. But they're not interested. Isn't it funny? He was almost like a pariah at one stage, Harry Maguire, wasn't he? He was ridiculed.
He still is in the minds of many.
Yeah, but, you know, he's still there. I mean, still plugging away.
They paid 85 million quid for him. People leave him off the list when they're talking about Jadon Sancho, because the list is so bloody long, Johnny.
Anthony,
Sancho, Anthony, Rashford on his wages, Casemiro, Højlund, Xerxes. I mean, like 3/4 of their team is massively overpaid. Manchester United overpaid. It's like it's par for the course for United. We make a lot of money, therefore we'll overpay, because there's a section of the fan base that think if you buy a player for 40 million, or if you can pay 60 million, then 60 million pound makes them a better player. Ghassan going to Aston Villa, though, is a really interesting move. And like, there was no links at all. There was no links at all. And then suddenly it just happened. And he's a really good player. I'm really excited to see him. But now that I know he's going to Villa, I don't want him to do very well anymore. But I think I think they'll do well there. Do very well.
I think that's a top signing, and stealth-like operation to get him, because there was a tiny rumor that he might be going somewhere. And then bang, here we go from Fabrizio Romano. There's one player.
Johnny, before we go any more transfers, because we got two of these to do, and we're already at 50 minutes.
Yeah,
let's do one of the spin the wheels.
Yeah, let's do spin the wheel France. Let's do spin the wheel France first.
Okay.
Step right up and take your shot. What's behind that mystery spot? Will it be gold or a tiny teapot? Feel the buzz, the room's alive. We could spin and you'll thrive. Spin that wheel, spin it fast. Big drinks turn while the moments last. Spin that wheel, spin it true. Fortune's calling, it's up to you.
All right, ready to go? We are, guys. This is the fourth, well, officially the fifth, but it's the fourth spin the wheel of the summer. And if you were just joining, this is how it works. Basically, Johnny gets to decide who goes first. There's 3 picks, one for the fans, one for you lot, one for Johnny, and one for me. Johnny picks the order, and then we get to support vicariously one of these teams for the season. And every single week, we have to bring a little update about what's happening in the world of this team, what's going on with their season, and what's going on with their transfers, etc. Johnny, over to you, my man. Who do you want to see get the first draw?
Well, I think the chat are all in agreement that if we could choose one for you, Sean, it would definitely be Brest. But we can't fix it. Okay, let's go you first, Sean. Come on, let's see if we can.
Me first. All right.
I want to manifest Brest for Sean.
I'll take it. No, I won't. You know what I want. Let's go.
Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel. Spin it fast. I got Rennes.
Yes.
They've just lost their best player. Crying out loud.
Well, listen, Rennes have got some good players. They've always got something up their sleeve. There's nothing wrong with a bit of Rennes.
Gee whiz.
It's very good if you get indigestion. Rise. Let's go for the chat.
Let's chat?
Yeah, let's go for the chat.
All right, chat. Good luck, chat. I have to get on to DH Gate after this.
PSG.
They're getting Brest. They're getting the Brest.
Oh, why couldn't I get Brest?
Yeah, you're a leg man. You're a leg man. It's all right.
Oh, very good. Guys, but listen, everyone likes a bit of Brest. Very
so just
good.
So you know, so like, if you join the, if that's a good time for me to bring this up before I draw for Johnny, there is, this is the, let me get it up. Let me get the details here. This is the Fantasy Football League link, guys. Okay, so you've got until Thursday. You've got 8 more days to join. It's free to join. Here's the link, and if you join, then we'll be giving away prizes, and some of those prizes may include things like, DHK team shirts for the teams that you guys draw, for example. So you might get Valencia, you might get who else you get? Werder Bremen and Juventus, and obviously Brest now is up there as well. Johnny, you ready for yours?
I'm ready for mine. Spin the wheel.
You're going to get PSG, aren't you? You lucky little
Spin
kid.
the wheel.
You're definitely getting PSG.
Spin the wheel.
You're not getting PSG. You're getting Metz.
Oh, I should have got Strasbourg.
Then all of a sudden, you'd be more than happy to be a Chelsea participant.
Yeah. I thought I was getting Strasbourg. Shit, Metz. Right, better write it down. Guys, just to say as well, we're going to do another draw afterwards, which will be for the championship just before the end of the show. But just to say that next Thursday, we will be doing the first of the score predictors. And we decided to choose Blaine to be the first up because he's gifted about 20 memberships or even more memberships for the chat. So he'll come up and he'll be going up against Sean and I. It's going to be a league. going to be a points for the win, points for the draw, and obviously correct score. And we're going to tote that up throughout the season. So that should be good fun. Join the also
Got the video for that.
Yeah, let's see the video.
Right, the video for that. Whenever you see this, you know it's time to predict.
Who's gonna win this weekend? Gotta predict the scores. Gotta be Nostradamus, picking wins, losses, and draws. Who's gonna win this weekend? Gotta predict the scores. Gotta be Nostradamus, picking wins, losses, and draws.
So when you see that video, it's time to play the prediction game.
And as Future Music said, this is the only show on YouTube where in one show you can get Ardon, Fanny and Breast all in one show. Well done. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Mike Warmington has put more WTFs along this show. You must be new around here, Mike. This is what we do, buddy. I don't want to tell you. This is who we are. We have fun. We make videos. We play games. This is what we do. If it's not for you, see you later. If it is, hang around. Hang around. There's loads more coming. Loads more coming. Let's get back to the we'll do the championship draw at the end, mate. Let's get back into the championship.
So we just go to Manchester City. One player that signed from Manchester City signed from Palmeiras, who I was get the heads up to, was a really, really good young centre-back talent, which was Victor Reyes. He came in, I thought, that's a bit early. I didn't expect him to go so quick, but there was a lot of interest on him. He's now signed a medical and he's going to go to Girona, Man City's sister club, where he will no doubt be playing for them for the rest of the season. Keep your eye out on him because he's a really, really good player. Big fan of his. I'll tell you where we got to go, Sean. We got to get on that plane, mate.
Which direction, though?
Where the money is.
We're off to Saudi Arabia for the next part of the show.
So the on-off, will he, won't he, Darwin Núñez story looks like he has finally accepted Al Hilal's all the gold you can eat offer to go there rather than some of the offers. AC Milan were trying to be interested, but we all know AC Milan are struggling for money now. There was another couple, but no money there for them. So Al Hilal, they've agreed. There's personal terms are being discussed. If you think about the amount of money, pardon?
What's the money?
Well, I was going to say personal terms are being discussed, but I was going to say, if you remember what the Fenerbahce president said, the amount of money that Victor Osimhen has turned out to be at Galatasaray, right? Meanwhile, he's getting £29 million a season.
26
million, sorry, net.
26 million euros net.
Yeah, net.
Yeah.
Net, right? And he's turned down a fortune to be with the club. Well, you can only imagine the sort of money that he was offered. I would think Darwin Núñez is easily going to be offered about 700 grand a week, mate.
Yeah.
I reckon. Around that money.
Yeah, but how much is the transfer fee?
Well, they haven't come up to that yet, but Liverpool, it's been discussed with Liverpool.
53, Fabrizio Romano saying 53 million euro fee for the man. So what's that, right. 45 million pound?
Fantastic business from Liverpool. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Liverpool are going to recruit a lot of money. They got the Quansah. They got, 35 million for Quansah to buy Leverkusen.
Yeah.
You're going to get 45 million for Darwin Núñez. Harvey Elliott's going to go for around about 45 million. Yeah, listen. And they'll probably, sad to bring it up, but they'll probably be getting a payout for the money for poor old sad story Jota. There'll probably be some payout for them for that as well. But I think that's. And also don't forget they sold Tyler Moulton to Lyon for 15 million. That deal's
they're getting their money back, aren't they? They're getting their money back.
they're getting a lot of the money back. You know, they're getting a lot of it back. They are spending, but they're getting a lot of it back. So you can't knock them. The team I think we need to talk about, we've spoken a lot about them. They are a bit thin on the ground. They were a bit thin on the ground because a lot of the players that played most of the minutes for Everton last season have now left the club. But they have been linked with 3 massive, big signings for Everton. They're really making hay. You're looking at an improved bid for Tyler Diblin, who is also training separate from the rest of the squad. Just we were talking about
at Southampton, is he?
Yeah. Okay. They've upped their bid to 40 million, but Southampton are saying they want 45 million plus they want 25% of any sell-on clause. They're also plus £5 million of add-ons. They're also seriously interested in. Harmless potato. How did I forget? Excuse me. 75 million euros for Luis Diaz. How did I forget?
And if Elliot goes as well, that's another 40 million quid, isn't it?
Yeah, Elliot going to Leipzig is what I reckon. Jack Grealish on loan with an option.
Yeah, and that's an Ornstein bomber story as well. So he only talks when it's super advanced. He doesn't talk when it's like in the world of like Romano talks a little bit. He's at the stage. If it's like there's a tap in, it's Ornstein. But sometimes he gets the first dibs on a story that's not broken elsewhere. Romano's like one step before, and then you've got like the Jacobs and the Graham Baileys that just like mess around in the nonsense, right? But if Ornstein's saying it about Grealish, then he's in all likelihood going to be there.
Well, look, I think it's not an easy deal for him to do. There was a lot of talk that he would potentially go back to Villa, but I don't think Liverpool that Everton are particularly get it right in a minute. Aston Villa are particularly keen on taking him back. So no, I can't see that one happening.
What, Everton?
Well,
I don't know, mate. You know,
they've got the money short. Well, they need players.
Yeah, but he said yesterday we spoke about the fact that David Moyes wants 6 new players before the end of the transfer window. 2 of them are going to be wingers. So,
he's got Dewsbury Hall. That's another player.
25 plus 4.
Yeah,
25 plus 4. So a lot of money for him. It's a lot of money. It's good business though, because he is a good player.
Yeah, I mean, look, we thought Everton would struggle. FFP, PSR, that they'd move into the stadium and they'd have to go easy does it maybe for a year. None of that's happening. They're spending. We know that David Moyes will always have a team that's very hard to beat, and he'll have a rock solid midfield. And now he's going to try and find some pace. And let's be honest, if they sign Diblin, Dewsbury Hall, and Grealish to go with the players they've signed and the ones they want to sign, they're going to be a hard team to beat.
Yeah, they will. I think they're doing good things. The one thing that I saw this morning that was really weird though was it was a really decent decent journalist that was, I forget his name, saying that Ndai, the Everton left winger, who's a top player, really, really good player. I really like him.
He's their best player last year. I thought it was their best player
as well. Yeah. And he's been linked. The story was that he was offered to Inter. Now, if Tottenham are looking for a left winger, I'll take him all day long. By the way, but why would he be offered if David Moyes is looking for 2 wingers out of 6 signings? Why would they want to offer to Inter? And it's not coming from a shitty source; it's coming from a top source, right? So why would they want to offer a player to Inter Milan? And Inter Milan's answer was, "We like him, but we're focused on Ademola Lookman."
I mean, look, there's Thierno Barry, as mentioned in the chat as well, that we've spoken about on here. Everton assigned, a handful, and die to Spurs. Swap for Richarlison and use the money to go and buy another striker. Is that what you're saying?
I'll take it.
I know you would.
I'll take it all day long.
Yeah.
There's Mashing Joe. Good to see you, Mashing Joe. And Dye was our best player last season.
Yeah,
He said.
100%, mate. He was standout, mate. You know, when you're watching Everton, you know, this is why we launched this channel, because Sean and I love football. You know, we love our Spurs, but we love football. You know, we can sit there and admire other teams, and that's why we do it. And he was, for me, absolute standout. Every team has a standout, and he was one for them. Moving on.
There's a Hayden Hackney rumour out, apparently.
Well, that's one that
Everton are making a Hayden Hackney approach, apparently.
That is a great signing. Look, for me, I don't understand it. £15 million to Ipswich. For me, he's a £25 million plus player. He's Middlesbrough's top player. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Can he improve? 100%. But for that sort of money, when you're seeing what the midfielders are going for at the moment, I think he's top buy. And I think that's why his agents have said, you know, maybe hold on. I mean, he should not be going from Middlesbrough to Ipswich. Absolutely not. He should definitely be going to the Premier League. And I think that's a great signing if they can manage to pull that off, Everton.
Yeah.
I don't understand. There's certain players you wonder, why has no one come in for them? You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. It will all figure itself, you know, by the end of the season. Ndai is arrogant, but I'd take him. Interesting. I didn't know he was arrogant. Fair enough. Yeah,
he's a handful, and you know, look, genius is flawed, guys. That's a fact. You know, often. But I would take that if you could handle him when he's on the pitch and he does what he wants to do. Yeah, good point, Martin. AFCON coming up in January, so a lot of players will go.
Real Madrid's appeal to postpone their opening La Liga fixture has been rejected once again. What's that about? That's from Mundo Deportivo. Why do Real Madrid...
Oh, have they got Beyonce coming in the concert?
Opening... Let me type this, see what this news is about. Real Madrid opening fixture. Here we go. So I'll bring it up on the screen. That's quite an interesting story. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. Where am I doing it? Real Madrid. Bang. And then bring it back up for you so you can see what we're looking at here. Real Madrid have had both of their attempts to delay their La Liga opener against Osasuna on August 19th turned down. Real wanted to delay the fixture following their involvement in this summer's Club World Cup to give their players more rest. Yeah. That old chestnut. But there's consequences to being successful.
Yes.
And preparation before the new season starts. First, the request was rejected by the Spanish FA committee, and then again by the RFEF, the Second Instance Committee. With no further options in the sports legal system, Madrid now only have one path left, taking the matter to civil court system, as they can no longer appeal to either the administration. Hang up. Manchester City played in the Club World Cup, and they start a week earlier than
so
Real
what
Madrid
anyway. What they're saying is Real Madrid are meant to play Osasuna, but they'd rather play them later. I mean, I'm not quite understanding what is their issue. They just been in the Club World Cup, mate. Tough shit, right? Just come play the game.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, they're all Osasuna, right?
Just change the name. It's Real Madrid versus Oscillator.
Oscillator. Osasuna. Oh,
very good, Johnny. Very good. Very good.
Look,
Elche, my club, Elche. Come on, the Elche. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Elche till he dies. Let's go to that club we all love to hate. Well, not all of us, but that's Arsenal defender Jakub Kiwior is a top target for Porto, but they have so far been unwilling to meet the Gunners' 30 million asking price for the Polish centre-back. I really rate him, to be honest with you. He's also caught the eye of Juventus, who are looking to get rid of... Here's a really weird one. Do you remember when Lloyd Kelly was at Bournemouth and we were all linked with him? And I thought, I don't want him. Then he went to Newcastle. Then he spent about 5 days at Newcastle. Then he was at Juventus. Now they're trying to get rid of him, right? They like to read that. No, Lloyd Kelly.
Oh, Lloyd Kelly. Yeah, Lloyd Kelly.
He's
Mate,
gone,
he was a talent at Bournemouth. He was a real talent at Bournemouth.
But he was at Bournemouth, real talent, injuries. Then he's at Newcastle, real talent, didn't happen.
Yeah.
Then he's at Juventus, it didn't happen. There's a story there, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, though, I hope that they can't sell Trossard right now, and they can't sell Kiwior right now, and Spurs nip in and somehow do a deal for Eberechi Eze. Until it's over, it ain't over. I think we need to go to. No, let's go.
We got a place to go. I'm going to come back and do super chats in a second. We got another place I want to take us to today, and that is, of course, to this particular part of the world.
Oh, to have a sugar daddy, to buy me lovely things. Another player, please, oh daddy, what will tomorrow bring?
Yeah, eBay FC, Sugar Daddy.
They are about to close on, according to The Guardian. The Guardian is coming out and saying that Chelsea have stepped up their efforts and are about to close on Garnacho and Summons in an attacking reshuffle. 442 also saying that Manchester United are about to accept a £30 million bid for Alejandro Garnacho. What are we doing here? £30 million?
No, he's look, they ain't getting him for 30 mil. Unfortunately, he only wants Chelsea. The same with Delap. I don't know what they're offering them.
Why do you the sugar daddy thing? Oh, the gifts you can give me. Oh, the gifts.
I'll give you a home. I'll give you a home. I'll give you a home in Chelsea. Or how about one in Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia? Why Saudi Arabia? What's the connection? Oh, I don't know. Clear Lake capital? Maybe. I don't know. Fancy a holiday home on the coast in Saudi Arabia? It could be yours. All you need to do is sign here for a 7-year contract plus one. No problem whatsoever. Listen, good luck to them. Good luck to them. There's more deals being done at eBay FC than at any club in the whole of Europe. They're also trying to sign Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez is in demand. Man United like him. Chelsea like him. The Saudi Pro League like him. He is an absolutely top. I really love watching.
Yeah, he's a great player. But I have to ask, right? If they sign, I want to get the Chelsea squad up here for a second, right? I might have to get a scroll out. I might have to drop one of those fax things you were talking about, the fax rolls earlier on, because it goes on forever and ever and ever. Let's have a look at the Chelsea squad, right? On the transfer market. Let me share this tab and bring it up. How? Okay, so this is in order of forward. Let's get to the forward line. So they still have Pedro Neto. They've got Estavio. They have Raheem Sterling on the right wing. They have Nicholas Jackson, João Pedro, Liam Delap, and Christopher Nkunku. And has Brozier left yet? He's about to leave, isn't he?
Yeah, he's about to leave. Yeah,
and Mark Dewey's about to leave as well, I think, right?
Yeah.
And they've got David Datro Fofana, who's also might be on the go. But they're going to be left with, well, we'll see what happens with Nkunku. But they've got Liam Delap, Pedro, Jackson in the forward line. On the left, they have Mikhail Mudryk, who's appealing, by the way, his ban. So we don't know what's going to happen there. They've got Tyreek George, who I don't know anything about. Jamie Gittins. And then they've also got
Gittins.
Cole Palmer. So are they saying that Cole Palmer needs an understudy to rotate within the 10, and that would be Xavi Simons. And then on the left wing, they're going to let Jamie Gittins and
well, can I just add something here, which is quite interesting, right? Estavo, right, is probably the best Brazilian kid to come out since Neymar, right? Forget Endrick. Estavo is the guy, right? But what's amazing is he could have gone to all the clubs, right? He's the first big Brazilian, I think, the best Brazilian youngster to ever come to the Premier League. That's my thing. But in order to entice him to Chelsea rather than Barcelona, Real Madrid, they promised him the number 10 shirt. What does that mean for Cole Palmer?
Cole Palmer, let's have a look. Where is he? What's he wearing? Cole Palmer right now is wearing number 10. So I don't know. I don't know. So
Just
yeah,
saying.
you're right. So Xavier hasn't even got a shirt number according to Transfer Market yet.
Just saying.
Neither does Jamie Gittins.
Watch this space. Another one selling off. Don't forget they
What
bought him.
are you saying? You think Cole Palmer will be sold off?
No, I'm just saying they bought him for 40 million. This is eBay. Forget a football club. This is a trading company. They bought him for 40 odd million, right? If
It's a money laundering operation, bro.
If a Starvo William is 80% of what I think he's going to be, then he will be on his way, right? Or he'll be back up, right? And if they sell him, he's not going for 40 million, is he? How much is Cole Palmer worth? 75?
100 million? No, 100, 110.
Yeah, no, I'm just being conservative. I'm being conservative.
He's the best number 10 in the game. Or in England, I think. At
the moment, right? Chelsea are also looking to sell Axel Diesel. That's not Vin Diesel's brother. Axel Diesel to Wolves. Has been linked with a few Premier League clubs, but it looks like, that looks like what's going to happen there. Nicholas Jackson, we already know. Was there another one? No, I think that was it. But I think we need to hop on the plane to that other place, and then we'll come back to the super chats.
We've got one more journey to left in us, guys. Lot of miles, lot of air miles today.
This is the turkey segment. The turkey segment of the show.
What we
doing? Yes, indeedy. It's Wilfred and Didi to Besiktas. The deal is almost there with just one final detail to be clarified in the coming hours for his exit from Leicester. It's not quite done yet, but the deal looks imminent. The only thing the deals fall apart in Turkey is bank guarantees, similar to what happened with Victor Osimhen. When they said bank guarantee, what do you mean bank guarantee? We'll write it on a piece of paper. Here we go. Look, I owe you.
Hello, boss. You want chili sauce with that bank guarantee?
I swap you my wife. I have 3 wives. 2 wives, 20 million.
Yeah. That's old.
What else have we got? Have we got anything else?
But Basuma. Let's talk about Basuma for a minute. Ben Jacobs, our friend Benny Boy, said that Saudi, Turkey, and America are all looking at Basuma. Nothing concrete yet, but I still think that he's going to be someone that doesn't want to leave the Premier League.
He might not want to leave, but we cannot let him go until we start buying some players, Sean. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we are hardly eBay FC. We're the guy who has to call up eBay and say, excuse me, I've been trying to sell some of my players on eBay, but can't seem to get any bites. Have you got any advice? Yeah, Chelsea don't need any advice. They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
This is another player who's been touted around, linked to Man United, Newcastle, and originally West Ham. But it looks like he's finally going to sign for West Ham. And that's Botafogo's giant goalkeeper, John Victor. 10 million package has almost been agreed. Just the final details left to be sorted. The player has agreed personal terms with West Ham. And so when I heard the next one, I thought, well, that one's dead. That's Hermansen, right? I thought, well, there's no way that they're going to go for the Leicester goalkeeper now. But they are, despite already agreeing a fee for John Victor. Do you think that's 1 and 2 and both Flapianski and the other keeper is done now?
Yeah. John Victor comes in as number 1, I think, probably. Yeah. Or so, at least he's in the rotation. But I mean, John Victor's a quality goalkeeper. We'll see what happens there. Mate, is it time to do the second spin the wheel?
Just before you do that, guys, if you're in the chat and you're here for the first time, there's lots of you popping in. We started off as obviously a lot of Spurs fans. Now we're getting fans from all over, which is what we want, fans from all over the world and from different clubs. So if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, guys. Doesn't cost anything. Only about 40% of you who come in your thousands actually hit the subscribe button. So we're on the way to our 5,000. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Tell us where you're from and what team you support. Let's do the super chats, Shawnee.
Yeah, Dean's back in again. Big up, Dean. He says, all my single ladies, can we please get Eze done? Yeah, look, I mean, I think someone put a little ITK thing in there that they heard that Tottenham can sign him, but won't sign him until after the Charity Shield at earliest. I think it was Gary Beck said it. Everyone's got a source these days. It's like opening your fridge. And appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you indeed, Dean. We shall see. We shall see, mate. I hope, but hopefully it will come back. And Dean's come back again. He said, I loved how Kuti stitched up Maguire in Bilbao, lads.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Proud. Love you.
Shithousery. Yeah, shithousery in its finest. Dean, thanks so much, mate. Thanks so much. I do think we missed another one before, Sean.
I'll come back to that if I can find that in a second. I will, but it hasn't flagged up. But 1 second. Dean's also come back in with another one. Appreciate you, Dean. Says, sorry, lads. I'm on my mate's homemade moonshine. Don't apologise, mate. Don't apologise at all. We appreciate you. Appreciate the support, mate. You're an absolute legend. Let us know what sort of moonshine it is. What we're working with there. I'm a connoisseur of moonshine, as I'm sure most of you can tell. He says, sorry, lads. I'm on my mate's. Oh, sorry. He's just done it one already. The second half of it was, I don't understand Luka on loan. Luka Vescovic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we thinking there,
Not
Johnny?
alone. Not alone with that one. I think most Spurs fans thought that, he could get minutes. But when you think about it, realistically, if he goes to another club, whether it's Championship, I don't want to see him go abroad. There's rumours that he could go
My club.
Yeah. Hamburg. Right. I don't want to see him go to Hamburg. RB Leipzig, no problem. No, but I'd like to see him go to the Championship or a lower down Premier League club.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand it with Takai and Dragusin going. I don't understand it personally. I really don't. Should we do spin the?
Did you say I missed another super chat? Did you say?
Yeah, I thought you did. They're $5.99, a $5.99 somewhere along the line. 337 was it or something? Stop overhyping our youngsters. He's back. We haven't mentioned the youngsters today, but thanks.
337.
I think it was about that.
No, the last one we did Tony. It was at 349. All good. Fine. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. Right, let's just spin the wheel, guys. We're not going to do another 30-second intro, but we can go straight back into it. Are you ready, Johnny? Are you ready? Where are we going first? Who's getting the first pick?
Championship. We're going to the Championship.
But who's getting the pick?
Go on, you pick this time. You pick.
All right, I'll go first. No, I won't. I'll go last. There's 24. So right, I'm going to go. I'll give you the first pick, Johnny. You're going to get the first pick.
Go on then. Spin a wheel, mate. Come on, give me a decent one with a nice shirt. Something not red like Stoke.
You've got Pompey, I think it is. Interesting.
Yeah, in danger, going down.
Right, on this one, I'm going to go for the audience. Play the numbers game. There's 23 teams left. Chances are you're going to get a stinker, and I've got a slightly better chance of getting my boys Wrexham. Southampton? No. Bristol City just.
Oh.
Unlucky. Come on, the Wrexham.
Going to make a note of these.
Come on, the Wrexham. What are we doing here?
Portsmouth, Bristol City.
No, I'm getting someone's shit. No, I'm getting a good team. Birmingham. Good old Birmingham.
Yeah, you're going up, mate. You're going for the title. Can I just say, the chat this afternoon have got Bristol Titty and Brest.
Very good.
I can't believe you've actually got Birmingham. I was hoping for a competitive team.
How's it bullshit rigged? Look at you lot. Look at you lot. Is that you're outrageous? I got fucking Elche. I got Elche. There's no rigged here. There's nothing rigged about it.
Portsmouth.
Oh,
So hang on. So we got Metz. They got Brest. And what did you get?
Rennes.
Rennes. That's it. Always handy when you got indigestion. That's the one.
Tottenham still got a chance of signing my club's player, Callum Owendo. We shall see. We shall see. Johnny, we're going for an hour and 25, mate. It's probably not much more to talk about today. Should we give it a round off?
Yeah, we'll give it a round off. Guys, thanks very much for all your support. Couldn't do without it. I can't believe I've got Metz and Portsmouth today. I was excited about the draw.
I've done all right today.
Yeah, you've done all right today. You've done all right. Nothing wrong with Rennes and a bit of Rennes and Birmingham. What was
going to get on DH Gate straight after this show. Guys, you might just see me wearing that Rennes shirt by about, I don't know, February 2026 at this rate.
Yeah, I think mine's come by rowing boat. It left the factory weeks ago. I remember,
mate, those 8-year-olds have only got little fingers, mate. It's hard for them to stitch.
Sorry, hang on a second. I've got to show you this. This is DHK. I've got to show you this one. Hang on a second. Hang on. Just before we go.
Where's it gone?
Just before we go, I've got to show you this. Look.
Magic.
Just before we go, right? So one of my favourite Spurs shirts, couldn't find where it was. This one. Anyone remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's one of my favourite old shirts. And I thought I'd get the memorial one of our losing final. I didn't get a watch, but I got a losing memorial shirt. So I thought, fantastic. Great. Really loved it. Put it on. Turn around in the mirror. I mean, are they having a laugh? Hang on a minute.
Mate, we might have won the game if he was there, mate. That's why it's a commemoration shirt.
What is going on? You put the badges on. You ask for a bit of respect.
Someone in China had a big night out the night before, and a monster night out.
What use is that to me now? Seriously,
it's superb, mate. Wear it anyway. Just say it was for a joke. Say it was for
20 years.
Make up a story, mate. Do the Ben Jacobs. Make up a story as to why you've got Ginola on the 2019 shirt. Everyone's happy. Big up the DH Gate. Big up the DH
honestly
Gate.
and truthfully, that's what I can't believe I got that. Anyway,
send it to Sava. Sava will take it off your hands.
Yeah, no, Sava will
with the cracking name on the back.
Yeah, no, he might take that. I'll sell it to Sava for what I paid for it.
Guys,
it's emotional.
DH on the back.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I'm going to try and do a stream with you tomorrow, Sean. I'm going to be up late morning, so I'll liaise with you. We'll try and do it.
Yeah, tomorrow's show. But guys, if you are, there's still 480 of you here. Appreciate you. Tomorrow's show is likely to be early, sort of like what are you saying, like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
No, sort of midday. I would say midday.
Okay.
Yeah, midday. All right.
Cool, man.
All right. So I've asked for the Cremonese shirt, Foxy. I'm going to try and get one. I'm going to have to get a Cremonese T-shirt. So it's better than nothing. Shawnee, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for all your support. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you're listening on audio, guys, get on over to the audio and hit the follow button. Remember, big game tomorrow. Bayern Munich, just a small club in Germany. Compared to Hamburg and RB Leipzig, big rivals of ours, Sean. And we will see you tomorrow. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's very much goodbye for a few days after tomorrow from this man. See you later, guys. Bye.